Memories out the corners of my mind. Okay, so plain and simple. Hey, rebels. But yeah, new beginnings. You don't give a damn about all those memories. You don't care about how things used to be. You said take those memories, chop them up, and put them on the 4 to 6 corners of the earth, and you just done with it. So I completely understand. Okay, let's see what all we got here. Like, there is somebody energy who keep on trying to tug on you and your new beginnings, and they trying to get in where they can fit in, because obviously the mental reminders of you is leaving them in pain and agony and just feeling everything that they never thought that they could feel. Chasing thrills, excitement, and good time. So this was someone who was definitely just trying to make the best out of the moment. You know, whatever they asked they can grab at, whatever attention they can grab at, they was going for it. And now they checking for you when they didn't even need to put themselves through all this. Because the thing about it is your presence is no longer going to be the same. Regardless of how they show up, when they show up, even if you're going through some traumatizing stuff in your own life, rebels, you're not trying. You don't want their involvement. You don't want their sympathy. You don't want their condolences. You just want them to completely disengage. Just completely disengage. Just get the hell over it. All right. Yeah, here with stress at the bottom. This person here, and we just gonna keep on pulling while we talk. This person here, confirmation with whatever those cards are right there. This person, yeah, they have a. No, they said take these two together. This person right here is awakening to how karmic they were in your life, how karmic of their entitlement of their energy was within the presence of you, because it wasn't just about your life, it was also about their life experience. And now that you are no longer a part of their equation, beyond the mental fantasies of the whatever they're putting up on this dry erase board and the visible ink is what I'm being shown. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with themselves. They don't know if they should say something to you. They don't know if they should write you a letter. They don't know if they should send you a bird. They don't know if they should, like if it's even safe to ask somebody about you who y'all may have as a mutual. But Spirit is also telling me that this person is really trying their best to play it cool. But everything right now, it's like they're forcing themselves to enjoy whatever moments they are having. But it's aggravating the fuck out of them, because, like, think about when you were going through your awakening, right? That part of you that made you realize that you needed to make a change was the fact that, and here with pride, was the fact that you had to stop fighting and resisting yourself. You had to go against the societal norms of how society makes it that everything is supposed to be a one size fits all, right? And you had to seek out your individuality, even in understanding that it was going to be embarrassing, because that's not what you were conditioned to be. You even knew that it was going to be painful, because you knew everyone else was going to have their opinions. And you knew that you would have to stand on your own understanding of yourself, even if you didn't even understand why you were making a certain move, why you were making a certain change or adjustment. You knew, like, you didn't even know if it was going to be the right thing until you got on the other side. And here, this person here, here, this person here, they're, they are constantly going through this mental cycle with themselves about who it is that they could have been with you, but who it is that they need to remain solid in being because of all of those other people who are around them, those who will cast upon them judgment, those who will question them, those who will say, oh, that's not like you. Why you changing? Or what's so special about that? And just like they don't realize how, nope, Spirit said, no, they realize it. They feel the tightness. They feel the compression. Like I'm getting this image of compression socks and varicose veins for whatever damn reason. So this whole thing that they're going through, I got a Spirit. This whole thing that they're going through is such an old fucking Jedi mind trick that they are pulling on themselves. That resistance to grow. So this might be somebody who is up there in age, still trying to portray themselves to be young. But that old Jedi mind trick of them trying to remain the same old person who they was when like the energy in the air was matching the bullshit that they were on, but they're still on. Listen, let's get some more cards out here because this is a baby. Listen, okay, it's a whole bunch of, it's a whole, okay, Spirit, I see this as, can we get another one with faith? Can we get another one with faith? Faith in what? Oh, and have faith. They need to have faith that their pain is not necessarily due to other people and the people who they have chosen, but their faith, they need to have faith that their pain stems from their family dynamic, the judgment of their family dynamic, them wanting to feel like, they are one of the favorites within the there it is, one of the favorites within the family dynamic. So they have actually strung themselves along in the wrong direction, even against their own free will and their understanding of whom it was that they used to be, that they could have been now. Because they need to make sure that they was high on the pedestal, high on that list within their own family. Ain't that some shit? So even things, baby, even, hello, okay, we gonna get another one for that. Okay, hello with abundance and achievement over here with false narrative, baby. I was sure gonna mention it. And at the bottom of the deck, high honor. Yeah, this is a high honor stressed out for. This definitely is. But let's see. Where we are down here, travel. And this one right under travel wants a peak. No. Okay. Community. Oh. Okay. So the message. Okay. So obviously there is something about this person that others are seeing. Others are seeing the conflict that this person is having. They're not even coming off how they usually will. That whole they got in a fit in and they fat in, right? But due to what the community, their people, their family is experiencing of them, their family is feeling, their people, let's call it their people, right? Their people is realizing like there is something completely off about this motherfucker. Like they seem to be trying too damn hard to put on a performance of what their people seem to be, perceived to be a normal state of them. Like their norm, whomever this person is, their norm is coming off very off-putting. Their norms feels like they're trying too hard to maintain that. I heard that speed. Okay, so here with pride, false narrative, and achievement. They pride is it's bad. It is so bad. It is so bad. It is so ugly. For whatever reason, like I got this imagery in my head of this tiger back here, right? It has a bald bare ass. They are showing their entire ass. They have succeeded in some ways with the way that they have been stirring up false narratives about you, Rebel. Okay, but it said that the Spirit is saying that it was very temporary because now with this person spiraling, because what's playing in their mind, as well as the things that are ticking and triggering and tapping in their heart space. Is that a coffee cup? I thought that was an ashtray. It might just as well be, no, it's a coffee cup, but I saw an ashtray. This person is, they stressed the fuck out. They want you out of their space, out of their energy so damn bad because they can't have you. Because not just the fact that you don't want them, but they are not willing to take the steps that it would cost of them, that it would take for them to even attempt to come your way, whether it would be to get rejected or to even just have a conversation for closure, or even just to get a hell no from you and that be their closure. Whatever the case may be, use your own discernment. Your situation is your situation. Who knows? You might still be a little, having a little karmic toxic nudge of your own and feel like, you can go another round. I don't know. But for me personally, nah, I'm done with anything being recycled. Okay. Go ahead and, let somebody else use that up. Let somebody else find some value in it because I got what I got from it. And, that's all I needed to get by. Anyway, but yeah, so the false narratives of their ego, of their ego and their pride, and it's just the contradictions of it all, the contradictions that they are displaying themselves to be. It's like, I'm seeing, oh my goodness, okay, the image that Spirit is giving me is a high school jock who comes back to visit the high school that they used to go to, and talking to the the students outside of the school, from across the street from the school, because they ass is too old to be at the school. Now, they not up on some pedophile type stuff, but they're definitely on some, trying to get that feeling of, back in the day, back all the damn time. And whomever these people are, they're people. They're feeling that energy coming off of them. Okay? Now, right over here, we got the hill of the land right here, right? Okay? Spirit is saying they need to heal this shit. They need to. But they are having difficulty because they have those same energies, those same people who used to feed into this, those people who hype them up all the damn time. They have family members and friends who don't want to lose them. So what I'm saying is if this person were to change, if this person was to even begin to change, they will guilt trip them. They would not just guilt trip them, but they would set up like booby traps of potential fuck up situations, like temptation. There it is. Temptation in front of them to pull them back into that space that role within their lives that this person has always been into. That this person has always played. Because even though this person, like self-gratification, whomever this person is for you, just them being around their family, their friends, it gave their family and friends, gratification. It gave them, there it is, validation. If this person was a fuck up, at least they weren't a fuck up. If this person was into some sketchy shit, at least they weren't in the sketchiest shit. If they were in some sketchy shit, well, that's where it was like the meeting of the minds. Baby, listen, and then here with Time and Awakening, we done already been through this. And a lot of us ain't going back. A lot of us don't care to cycle none of this shit. Anyway, but this is obviously, oh shit. Okay, so beginnings, false beginnings. There it is with the 5 of Wands. So you got beginnings. Their beginnings are false. There's false beginnings. They're trying new directions, starting over with the same old shit. And clearly, they feel like that there's not much that they should have to do because of the reputation of their namesake. They're not realizing that even regardless, like if you own a business, you have to maintain that business. If you have a reputation for something, you have to maintain that. And this person feels like that they shouldn't have to do anything to maintain that. Spirit said they're not even doing the regular, the ordinary in order to be able to maintain that. They want me to get another. Okay, fine. Spirit, can we just go ahead and can we do? Okay, so let's go ahead and just put some zero down here. Now with commitment and karma, honey, 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 what we got? Okay. The Four of Swords. Oh my goodness. I know I'm taking quite a long pause even for myself. This energy right here is so damn pitiful and thick. Now here with the Four of Swords with commitment and karma. You done laid this shit to rest. And Spirit is trying to get them to either make a move to lay this shit to rest or to just lay this shit to rest. But it's the guilt trip in their brain that they are in denial about. It's like, you know how you don't really feel that you live in the reality of something until you say it out loud. This person has yet to speak that energy out loud. Everything that they're remembering, everything that is like that they're not even intentionally trying to remember, like the memories that are just flooding in their minds of the way we were, face that self. They are having such a difficult time. Like Spirit said they would not. Oh, I'm gonna say I would not be surprised if this person has like some type of collage of you, not on some serial killer type stuff, but just a collage of some sort, whether it be like little trinkets. I don't know, like if you known them for a long time, like how people used to do scrapbooks and stuff, like of their moments and everything. Just collector items of their memories with you. Yeah, sounds like love or obsession. It's not the same thing. Love and obsession is not the same thing. And I am so ridiculously exhausted with hearing certain people, oh yeah, this person loved you. But they're reading about a person who's not in love, a person who does not respect you, a person who does not respect your autonomy. They don't respect, what's the other word that I'm looking for? I can't even think about it right now. Anyway, they don't respect anything about you. The only thing that they know is that they want to possess you without them having to come or be with you respectfully or correct. They just want to say that they had you, not had you. See, they want to be able to say that they have you. They don't know how to care for you. They don't even care about learning you. They don't care about anything. They just want you and don't know what to do with you. And even when you try to direct them, guide them, or had tried to direct them, guide them, give them some input, let them know something about you, tell them about yourself, even you telling on yourself about yourself, this person did not care. They did not care. They didn't want to hear that shit. And if they did listen, they paid attention to it for it to be later on used as arsenal, whenever you, like hurt their feelings, whenever you like pointed out how not in tune they were in regards to something and they felt like you was taking a cheap shot at them, when really, you might have just been trying to educate them a bit, even about, where their shortcomings may have been. Who knows, this person might really be illiterate, but they would use anything that you share with them just to turn around and try to take not try to, but actually take a fucking cheap shot at you, because that was actually a fucking cheap shot. Shit. Okay. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. What type of reciprocity? See, I couldn't even get the words out. type stuff does this person even want? I'm seeing like they want you, the innocence of you again. They want that part of you where you did not know, where you were none the wiser, where you were just enjoying them. They don't want you to be so serious. They want you to just appreciate the fact that they give you any minuscule portion of their time and that they share, even if that portion of their time that you have with them is you catering to them, you pampering them, you educating them, you making them look better than what the hell they are, you making it look like they perceivably have some shit that they don't have because they're borrowing your shit. Like, listen, spirit, right here, right here, right here. What we got, honey? Look, the message right here can't get any more clearer. It just can't. It just keep on reiterating the same thing. Before I even pulled down, shut up. Before I even did, shut up. Before we even this bottom row, right? It was already said. Spirit wants them to let go of the cheap thrills, to grow the fuck up, to mature. What Spirit is telling me is that this person actually does have a mission here, and I'm hearing shot clock. Like the shot clock has definitely been restarted for them many times. And if this is someone who you have had, like y'all broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together, y'all, were friends and then y'all wasn't, and y'all was friends and y'all wasn't. Every time, for sure, every time they came back into your life, including the first time that they were introduced into your life, the shot clock started on them. And Spirit has constantly been resetting this shot clock on them. And honey, I'm seeing a dead clown over here. Okay, so I think whatever the hell this person is going through now, at this moment, it's their last fucking chance. Now, what's on the other end of this last chance? I ain't sure yet. But this is literally their last chance. They too old for this shit. And even if they are someone who is in their younger years, like let's say 18 to, right before 30 or early 30s, they have this mental awareness that they choose not to use for the reasons that they were gifted with that. So now the clock is, babe, listen. Shit. Okay, yep. Pain, family, I have faith. Yeah, it's just, that's the only way that they're going to get through this. That's the only way that they're going to get through this. And Spirit is also saying that this is the starting point, that they need to acknowledge that their pain stems from those who they continue to have around them, and as well their family foundation. Everything that they have learned from their family. I remember telling this guy that I was dealing with, and I'm pretty sure I should probably shared this story before, but I'm not gonna go through the whole story because, honey, it's a whole bunch. It was a whole bunch of lessons that shit. I know that was my person, but I gave him back to the universe, and I said, twin flame, soulmate, the one. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I learned my lessons. That person was lagging behind every time. Universe, have at it. Have at them. Have at them. And then that's when I, went through my awakenings, okay, because it was a whole lot of, but I remember telling this person that his mother and his female best friend and any other chick that he knew could not tell him anything about me because I already saw what type of mental level they was on. Oh, these women were completely submerged in the patriarchy. These women were completely not girls. The only way that they were girls is like, hey, let's go out to the club, let's take trips and everything. These women, I'm having difficulty. Should I keep on calling them women? Okay, we gonna call them that. Anyway, but these women, they literally, when it came down to them being individuals, they were not individuals. They were competition mindset type of females. They were jealous, they were envious, and I'm not even saying necessarily of me, but honey, let me tell you, when I did come around, when they did find out about me, they were definitely jealous. It ain't even about the looks and everything. It's about the way that I carry myself. And one of them even said to me, I've never talked to someone like you before. Yeah, she even tried to send me a book, and I read that book apart, and I'm like, oh, and it was a book about the divine masculine and divine feminine, and I'm like, oh, there's only one characteristic in this entire book that I lack and that I need to work on out of that entire book. Everything else, I hold myself accountable for. Everything else, I identify with myself and just, I am such an individual. I don't chase after the Joneses. It did take me a while in life to realize that, everybody grows at their own pace. Everybody is on a different timeline in life. Everybody has their own meaning, their own cause. Everybody has their own value and wealth. So if everybody has their own and everybody is on different timelines at different parts and times in their life, what the hell am I trying to keep up with the Joneses for? Even if somebody of my own age. But I'm telling, I told them, they can't tell you nothing about me. And the things that he was keeping them around for and the things that he listened to them in regards to, oh no, they definitely can't tell you anything about me. Because they're nothing like me. They don't even think on an intellectual level as I do. Like they more, honey, look, let's not make this about them. Although it is about the baby. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. They didn't I tell you that this person is showing they ass? If this is a dude, he is showing himself to be a complete bitch. He's even realizing and questioning to himself. He taking a silent moment to himself and asking himself, is he doing too much? If this is a female, oh honey, she is bumping at the gum so damn hard. She is being loud, recting effects. She is like exposing, honey, she is thirsty for attention. This is bad. This is bad. This is embarrassing. But Spirit said it's embarrassing in the wrong direction. It's really embarrassing in the wrong direction. Spirit, once again, wants them to get to the place where they take that leap of faith and they go out on a whim and they do things without the support of others' validation and approval. And that's not where they at. Confirmation, honey. I've never looked at this Ace of Pentacles like this. But Spirit said, oh, yeah. So here with this, here with this Ace of Pentacles, right? Our infestation. This person, their productivity now, they are capable of supporting themselves, but the things that they have to do to be able to support themselves is going to be traumatizing for them, even if they've been doing this, whatever this way of support is for them. It's going to be traumatizing for them because now, even though they are avoiding having that awareness of the fact that they're in a spiritual awakening, Spirit said this shit is going to be very difficult for them. We're going to get another one for this Ace of Pentacles. It's finna, where we going to put this? We're going to put this all the way up here. It's going to be very difficult for them because they are already doubting their own choices. They are already doubting and questioning how they're moving. It's like being in a room full of people and everybody's dancing. And though you can tell everybody minding their own business, you feel like people are looking out of their peripherals, paying attention to you, and they're not even paying attention to you. Everybody's minding their own business, but just the fact that you are, oh, not you, right, but that, just the fact that they are so paranoid, just the fact that they are thinking about you and thinking about how you would perceive their life right now and how you would talk to them in regards to what it is that they're experiencing internally. They are using your voice as a pathway to calm their own nerves. Like they're having conversations with you using your voice, trying to get themselves to calm their nerves, to get them back to who it is that they've known themselves to be. And once again, Spirit is saying that they are taking a wrong turn. Spirit wants me to get another one. Oh, baby, listen. Not everybody is an emperor, but this person, like I said, like I told you, this person is definitely trying, they want another one, is trying to be in their high sedity. They trying to hold on with the Four of Pentacles. So you got the Emperor, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. This person is with false narratives and achievement and pride. This person is trying so damn hard to hold on to who it is that they have known themselves to be. But Spirit has said they are no longer who they used to be. Just the fact that they are having, what we got? We got Cups, we got Pentacles. We got Wands, we got Swords. They going through the most. They going through the most. You got Death and you got Justice. I'm sorry, they got Death and they got Justice. And the Ace of Pentacles. They're everything that brought them value to their character, that they felt that they were doing effortlessly. I'm steady seeing the word trash. It is now trash. It has been trashed. Then I say we're not recycling anything that has already been deemed to be unuseful and has been deemed to been already done. So even if this person comes around you claiming that they are different, that they are new, yeah, they have a different way of thinking because they're thinking about some shit that they want to stop thinking about. So if they do come your way, there's a chance that they really just want, to like ease their own mind and their own curiosity and their own paranoia and their own instability by coming and actually facing you and feeling like even if you say nothing or even if you say fuck you is better than what the hell, the storyline is that they've been living with. So they need your energy to change the way that they are even experiencing themselves right now. Spirit said, get another one over here. It's only felt, baby. Pat my wig. I ain't even got on a wig. They are trying to heal this space of chaos in regards to the memories of you. And they are never ever going to give you up. I'm never ever going to stop. Not the way I feel about you, baby. I just can't live without you. I'm never ever going to quit. Because quitting just ain't my spit. Listen. No. Once again, I'm going to remind you, rebels, no is a complete sentence. And trust me, I've been practicing no. Because if the motherfucker who I feel, would even be my potential of all this, honey, okay, I'm reloaded, I'm ready. Oh, shit. Okay, so stress, community, travel, and honor. So the community, their people, they are having a field day and a field trip with talking about this person behind their back, and there has been turbulence. So it's been a lot of birds falling about the sky type shit. There has been a lot of tension and arguments based around this person. Oh, I'm seeing the dollar signs. What? Oops. Okay, so this person ain't got no chill about them. They ain't got no chill about them. They are desperate. They are desperate to maintain, once again, the strategies that were not even strategies, that they never had to really be strategic about, that they just did, just all willy-nilly, and the shit got done. I'm seeing to-do lists. So they are trying to assign people to handle the business that is theirs. They are even trying to equip others with the energy to mirror yours, and the Spirit said it's not happening. But honey, baby, and at the bottom of this card, baby, okay, okay. They said 3, 3, and 3. But let's go ahead. So we got the moon. They got the moon. Shit. Oh, And that wanted to fall down, but we gonna get that on up because shit, got it. 4 wands, but in the center of the moon and the 4 wands, honey, the king of wands. So this portrayal of an emperor of themselves, they are feisty as hell, and they are definitely trying to rule over everybody and themselves, and they are having a hard time with it. Now this 4 wands is the part that really gets me, because like king of wands, he can be very forthcoming and arrogant, um in his toxic energy, right? But with the 4 wands, this they don't feel free. They're not happy. They're not so they're in a delusion. And Spirit said it's not that they're not happy. They're not going to be happy when they realize like all this energy that they have been putting forth with all these people. Honey, everybody sitting on their ass just like they are. Everybody is minding the business that pays them. Everybody is focused on their shit. Nobody is really concerned about this person beyond knowing their information, knowing what's going on with them. And so they can, match up stories about, okay, so obviously this person has someone who they talk to about this, someone who they talk to about that, someone who they talk about this and that too, but they switch it up before they get back to the other. So their people are actually clicking up and having they're conversing, they're sharing information to see what's truth, what's fact, what's fiction, what's fraud, what's fugazi. Like nobody here, that's why nobody is doing anything to help them out. That's why nobody's jumping in to save them. They say if this person is gonna fuck up they shit, they gonna fuck up they shit, but they ain't finna come fuck up mine. And that's crazy. Well, it's not really crazy, because this is like how you got to the place where you got to. You realize your family wasn't the support that you felt that your family was supposed to, that whole idea of family and support, right? And this is how Spirit is laying out the chessboard on their ass. Okay, let me show you. You thought that these people was your ride or dies? Ain't none of these people finna die over your cause. Ain't none of these people finna die. Confirmation. Ain't none of these people finna go down with your ship. Everybody worried about their own stuff. Everybody got their own stuff going on. Baby boy, baby girl type stuff. So, oh my goodness, I want to be a little nosy. Spirit, what you want to tell us from here? Let's see. Are we going to get any that fall out on the floor? Nope. Okay, so they are in ways dating and hooking up, seeing somebody, even doing one night stands. But this doesn't necessarily mean that they're out and they're with whining and dining. This just means that they have they are doing their best to catch other people's eye. Because remember, they want that validation, right? They are trying to catch other people's eye, but it's not landing, it's not sticking, it's not feeling the same. So whomever this person is that they got around, or whomever these people are that they got around to, make them feel like Mr. and Mrs. Feel Good, all that nasty stuff, they don't even really want them. They just using them as what they call them, seat fillers. Okay, so we got, let's put these down, because the time that this stuff will take, the things this person got going on, ain't that something? And reiteration. Okay. Shit. Okay. Ain't that something? Okay, so they said get this one. And then get the baby. Wedding rings at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Grounding and union. All right. How can I put this over here without having to twist my arm all over the place? Spirit. Wedding rings grounding in union. Spirit is saying they are really trying to get some sense of commitment from somebody, but this is not the way to go about it. And the closest thing that they have ever had to a commitment was you. But of course, as you know, the issue is that they were not, there it is, I was going to say the words too. They were non-committal with you in regards to you, even if you were playing it safe and saying, you know what, I understand you're in this state of mind right now. You know what, let's just do what we do. And I've been there before, you know, like, let's just do what we do. You know, I just want to spend some time with you. And this person was back and forth, you know, they with you, they not, they with you, they not, they don't want to settle down, they want to, you know, just be friends, and then they behave clingy with you, which have you sitting kind of confused, like, what the fuck are they doing? I thought we was just, you know, we was just kicking it, you know, just enjoying each other's company. And then within the next moment after them being clingy with you, they felt strange, so then they go back to the bullshit, which really wasn't bullshit because y'all wasn't together type stuff. Honey, listen. So, of course, the fact that they're non-committal, they're not realizing that this is part of the conflict that they have with themselves, because this person really does want to commit, but commitment is not a part of their vocabulary. And part of the reason why it's not a part of their vocabulary is due to their conditioning from their family, due to the conditioning of their friends group, due to the conditioning of, you know, their space, their way that they need to carry about their character in order to play that role that they've been playing all this damn time. But their inner self actually really does want a commitment. Their inner self actually does want to be clingy, but their inner self is like it's honey, it's scratching at their insides like a baby. You know, like, I don't know if you ever been pregnant before, if you ever heard a pregnant woman say that sometimes she feel like she got an alien inside of her, and how painful that can be when that baby is inside of her trying to stretch out his limbs. That's how this person's inner self is clawing at their internal self, their insides. That they want a commitment. They want to settle down. They want that whole family thing. They want to actually be that person who is committed to that idea, to that way of life. But they don't want to get rid of the people who they have around them who don't support them being that person. They don't want to disagree with anybody. They don't want anybody questioning them about them being different. They're not an individual. They don't have that courage to step out and realize that whatever they commit to, that it is the making of them, their own and their own self. They need a crowd. They need, you know, to, as they say, keep up with the Joneses type stuff, even though, you know, I don't fucking know. Cause I'm not it. Not it. Not it. But yeah. So once again, reiterating right here. They trapped in it. They not letting go. Every single damn card. Like healer was the one space that told them, hey, all this you need to heal. Have a rebirth. Keep going. And it's like, no, they trapped. They just but they're looking. I'm looking at this image of this woman, how it looks like that there's rain coming, just pouring down the window, and she's just like really mad, looking at someone go who she did not want to go, but bitch, you the one who told them to leave. And you mad because they left. Ain't that some shit? You mad because they mad because you left. Because everything that they was doing, that they were saying, and even and even in relations to what you revealed to them about you and what you expected and how you are and what you're uncomfortable with and what you do and what you don't do. Everything of their representation, you looked at it and you said, no, this is not for me. Say, I want to grow up. Let's say I like Toys R Us, but I'm not a Toys R Us kid. Okay, you were okay with growing up. They are not okay with growing up. It says mental imprisonment, mental prison, locked down, stuck, captive. And they did it to themselves. And this no spirit said this is definitely the type of person who would tell you, oh, you just want to be right all the time. Hell yeah, I need to be right when I'm speaking about myself. I need to be aware when I'm speaking about myself. I'm not telling you how to be. I'm just telling you who I am, who I'm not willing to be, and how I will act if a motherfucker try me. And they tried you, so therefore they passed the test and you passed their ass with flying colors out the fucking door. They told you to leave, wouldn't it? But there it is. Spirit is also saying that this is a person who say, well, I didn't say that, but your actions told on you. You didn't have to say the words. Your actions spoke it loud and clear. So fuck your words, because you probably didn't even have the words to explain the reasons why the hell you did what you did, why you felt you should have, or anything, because you ain't got no truth in you. Anyway, so yeah, this person just gonna have a hard ass time with themselves, and you not around for them to blame. With ascending here, Spirit said this is just gonna get tougher and tougher on them, even if you are. No, Spirit say you are definitely the one who got away. Whether this be friend, whether this be whatever, right? Spirit is saying you definitely the one who got away. You are the one who got away. Because this shit right here is thick as hell. And this is your read. So therefore this shit right here is thick as hell. But Spirit is saying that even if this person never says anything to you ever again, even if they don't even stalk you, even if they don't, whatever, they always gonna think about you. They always gonna think about you. It's not even about a space in their heart. Honey, you take up their whole brain damn near. When they're trying to focus on work, when they're trying to focus on other stuff, they remember the advice that you gave. They remember the things that you said. They remember your laugh. They remember your smile. They remember your fucking touch. Hell, they remember your fucking smell. Even times that you didn't smell good, honey, you smelled like everything for them because it was you. It was like there it is, your pheromones. Your pheromone is like it's a signature of you, right? This could even be a person who feels that they see you when they're out and about. They see like your doppelgangers. They see people who resemble you. They see people who resemble your walk. They see a vehicle that looks like your vehicle. And they swear up and down that that could have been you. And just the fact that they didn't even get a look at the driver, they go days and weeks wondering if that was you. And if indeed that was you, did you see them and purposely avoid them? That's crazy. I understand, but it's crazy. Anyway, but they made this bed, they gotta lie in it. They made their choice, they gotta lie in it. Honey, so yeah. Shit. So they have definitely been wanting to reach out to you. They want to hear your voice. They want you to unblock them. But Spirit said, fuck all that. They really want them to unblock their blockage from being able to get into this healing space. Spirit wants them to stop making this about you. You were really just a catalyst for their awakening, just like they were the catalyst for your awakening. And you've been putting in the work. Even sitting here listening to this message, you've been putting in the work. Even if it triggers you a little bit, you're putting in the work right now at this moment. But for them, they're blocking. They're not accepting the call. Spirit wants them to break down and be burnable. And so Spirit could help them rebuild themselves. Because as I said before, this person does have a mission, but that shot clock, that shit is dying out. It's dying out. Like, this isn't one that you can plug into the wall. This is one that's like running on fucking Duracell Energizer batteries. And motherfucker, those things, they say they last forever. It's false advertisement. But this person has definitely been false advertising themselves. Now, here with Golden Mirror, babe. Golden Mirror. Narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided, here with the family and the justice. Do you see how this is aligning? And it's not just mirroring, it's the golden mirror. It's the head honcho of where all this shit started, and I never realized how to handle. And the main part of this mirror is broken right here in between narcissist and love bombing. This person definitely has a whole lot of rewiring to do. And whenever you were involved with them, that was Spirit's invitation for them to take a sense of a shortcut. But they didn't want it. They thought that you was a fraud. They thought that you was love bombing them. They thought that you was playing in their face. They thought that you was trying to see them as weak, as a simp, as a punk, as, some chick who's supposed to be submissive. When we gonna have a whole nother conversation about the submissive thing. But because certain shit just happens naturally. And you might have had your fears about being with this person. You might have even had your concerns about being with this person and dealing with them, especially knowing the ways of their life that, was like them deceiving themselves. And even with you being able to tell what their family dynamic was like, you wanted to call out some shit, and you might have, but in times of cases where you didn't call out some shit, you saw it and you felt for them. You really felt for this person. Like, damn, this the type of family that you got? Not saying that yours is any better, but damn, you can't see what they doing. You can't see how they see you. You're not seeing how they treating you. You're not even seeing how, you're one way with, like they're one way with you, but they're a whole nother way with them. Like, they couldn't see it. And now they're seeing a whole bunch of stuff and they're trying to avoid, like, the awareness of what it is that they're seeing. They're really trying to make you out to be a lie, even though you're not around with any story to tell. You said what you had to say, and you've been done with it. Now, deja vu, baby. I told you. They're really trying to recycle their character. They're really trying to update their system and update their character to be in the now. They're repeating, it says repeated patterns. There's histories happened in the past. But not just them. They're experiencing deja vu with their family and their people, right? Because everybody doing the same shit that they've been doing. As far as them, they're getting the same no's that they've gotten before. They're getting the same responses that they've gotten before. They're getting the same interactions from others that they've gotten before. There is nothing really new happening with this person. Now, they can go get some new clothes, but they're still dressing the same structure. Now, not enough. This person ain't had enough yet. They ain't had enough yet. Because the illusions that this moon, the hidden stuff that this moon has for them, the hidden stuff that this moon has for this Knight of Wands, they don't realize how much, as the cards say, they have been self-sabotaging themselves out of their ego from a place of fear. That every fucking form of lack and confidence and frustration that they have is due to them blinding themselves and trapping themselves. Anything new that it's new music, it's new clothes, it's new faces, it's going to new places. But something that my uncle told me when I was younger. He was like, you got to look at the common denominator. If you live in this state, you live in that state, you live in that country, but every place you go, you have the same problem. It's not where you go, it's you. And that's the same thing that's happening with this person. But then you got twin flames. As spoken before, they definitely trying to resist you. They're trying to resist turning that new leaf. They are trying to resist coming your direction, because coming in your direction, something about that to them says that they were wrong, which they were, but their ego can't take that. Their pride can't take that. To come to you and come face to face with you, no matter what it is that their life has grown into, that they could wear to disguise themselves, to put on that costume of, yeah, I made it, look at me. They still can't escape that feeling of, if they were to come towards you, it's like an admission of they were wrong. Spirit, what is this? Fear. Spirit, what is this? It says leap of faith. It says, and this is for them, you are guided to take a leap of faith and stop delaying the pursuit of your true heart's desire. Don't worry about making the wrong decision. Instead, worry about making no decision at all. Curiosity killed the cat. They furious. What you mad for? What you mad for? You getting exactly what it is that you want? And the people that come with it. And the people that come with it. Baby, listen. Beyond illusions. And let's go ahead and Spirit, who is this message for? Who is this message for? It says, don't allow negative emotions to fester. If you are feeling frustrated, angry, or hurt, for example, just acknowledge that. Instead of fighting your feelings, go with them and work with them. Then true healing can really begin. Now, baby, I'm going to say this. It might be a cross watch up in hand. If there is indeed a cross watch up in hand, honey, this message is reflecting you. But if you are not a cross watcher, honey, this message could have been a reflection of you. So, oh, baby. Oh, what I hear. Heaven is a place called earth. Is that how that song goes? Do you know what that's worth? Oh, heaven is a place on earth. There it is. Heaven is a place on earth. Okay. But anyway, regardless, they defensive as shit. And they don't even, then the spirits, the entities, the deities, the people, the predicaments, the consequences, the repercussions, the principles and principalities, the morals, the everything. The common denominator is them. Notice you don't see anybody else in this picture. You don't see anybody else in that frame. It's them. And they're caught in between a rock and a hard place, and it's muddy as hell. And they got, baby, anyway. Let's get this right here. And it says 0220. Act on your ideas. Ain't that something? You have the benefit of good fortune. And if you use your wise judgment, you can do anything. In this place, you can reach new heights. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern. Since what your plant will grow. Okay. That makes sense, baby. I'm reading it wrong. But it says exactly that. You should act on your potential when you see this pattern, since what Your plant will grow. All right. You are about to experience a spectacular ascension. Okay. Rebels, I love you and I adore you, but I'm about to send you on your way. Goodwills, hunting, and manipulation. A bit to do. Go make your life do what it needs to do for you, Rebels. Go take care of yourself. Go, Rebels. Great job.